Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I am not in my usual filming spot today and I'm in my kitchen. At the end of last video, we talked about, or I talked about, I should say, wanting to do a little like kitchen tour, what do vegans eat? So that's what we're doing today. I'm really excited. I'm using my selfie stick to film this, so like, if it's a little wobbly, I'm sorry. So before we jump on into the tour and everything, a couple disclosures. There are some non-vegan foods in my fridge. I'm dating a non-vegan. Don't come for me for having like cheese and butter or whatever the fuck else I have in there. I do not push my vegan agenda on others. I encourage healthy eating, but I'm not gonna tell you you can't eat cheese in my house. I'm not an asshole. Secondly, if you don't like my diet choices, don't come for me either. I'm a person. This is not like a nutrition video by any means. This is kind of just like showing people what vegans eat. I know a lot of people are a little bit confused and they oftentimes call it like rabbit food and think like vegans just eat smoothies and salads, which is not my reality. I love pasta. But thank you guys for being here. I'm really excited to show you guys what's in my kitchen. Also, a little bit of a makeup tour today. Okay, I will catch you guys back in my fridge. So I don't really know where to start, so we're gonna start at the top of my fridge, which literally has one lone loaf of bread. And my cute fridge pictures, of course. So if we go into my freezer, it's super barren. I have some bananas that I'm gonna make banana bread with, some frozen tortillas, an ice pack, some rice trays, and what do we got in here? So Halo Top, I don't like this stuff. I'm really disappointed. I hate the taste of stevia and it just tastes like chemicals to me. So like 10 out of 10 would not recommend unless you like the taste of stevia. We got some beefless grounds, some fake grilled chicken. Both of these brands I really like a lot. I feel like they are both pretty accurate and they're easy to manipulate. We got some frozen mango up here. I used to eat a lot of frozen fruit, but since I started doing Imperfect Produce, I feel like I've been doing a lot less frozen and I'm just eating a lot of fresh fruit. And I think that is breakfast sausage for my boyfriend. So yeah, that is literally my freezer. It's, like I said, pretty barren. And next, we'll go into my fridge. I have my little Imperfect Produce food storage guide. I just thought it was cute. Side note, it's kind of late. I know I look crazy, but I'm editing this video and I know I talked about Imperfect Produce so much in this video, and I feel like as the classic YouTuber, I need to mention that this video is not sponsored by them. I wish it was. Send me free veggies, please. But no, this video is not sponsored by Imperfect Produce. And I think we will start with the door here. I got some citrus that I don't want to go bad because I got a whole bunch in my fruit bowl, some avocados. This is the Tofurky deli slices. This is like a smoked ham style. I also have right here some of the chow cheese, 4 sliced cheese. This is like my favorite vegan cheese. I like the more white cheeses rather than yellow cheeses for the most part. This brand is killer. For melted cheeses, I like the Daiya style shreds. I feel like these melt really accurately. They're like perfect for nachos. I love nachos. Sometimes when I'm lazy and I don't actually feel like cooking, I'll just throw some beans and spinach on a plate of nachos and like that's dinner. Here we have some vegan butter. This is the Earth Balance brand. It literally tastes exactly like butter. So if you're lactose intolerant and you want a butter substitute, this stuff is so good. Here, I just have like normal condiments like normal people have, you know. I have like ketchup, I got sriracha. This is interesting. This is liquid amino acids. It's a soy sauce alternative, and this contains like all the amino acids essentially that you need for your daily. So this is like a vegan staple for sure. Chuck and I made vegan pineapple upside down cake the other day, and so I got some maraschino cherries, a little like garlic and chili sauce. I eat a lot of Asian fusion, so I have a lot of those kind of things. White miso paste, because I love making my own miso. This really delicious pineapple habanero jelly that is made with fruit pectin rather than gelatin, and it's local, really nice. And it's got some jalapenos, you know, like normal people things. Like vegans are like normal people, you know, we just want to eat regular food without the harm of animals involved, you know. This is the best. So once again, if you're lactose intolerant even, go and try this. It is so amazing. Also, this miso ginger, even if you're not vegan, it's so delicious. Here, this is a newer product. This is really, really, really exciting. This is the Just Egg, and it's a scrambled egg alternative. And it is literally, consistency is spot on, just like an egg. Texture is like an egg. If you are vegan and you really miss eggs, I was never a huge egg person within the last like few years before me going vegan, but once in a while I like to eat like a hearty breakfast, you know. So I got this bad boy. I really like it a lot. And then, you know, just some Vegenaise. Once again, it's a mayo alternative. You can't taste the difference at all whatsoever. Love that. I got a big old chunk of salsa because, like I said, sometimes I just eat chips and salsa for dinner. Some Velveeta for the boyfriend for when we want to make our own separate quesos. Now moving into the fridge section, I guess. I have some MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride derived from coconuts, and it helps with weight management. It helps you stay fuller longer. It helps like regulate digestion. I throw a little teeny bit of that in my smoothies when I remember. As you can see, it's pretty full. But that is a really great just dietary supplement situation right there. Over here, I got some cider. I love cider. I drink so much cider, admittedly. This brand is at one of my little local grocery stores by one of my work, and it's been on sale recently, so I've been buying them, like all the different flavors. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm really excited. And I don't know, I think it's an IPA. Also my boyfriend's. I don't drink beer. You all know that. Down in that drawer is the boyfriend's food as well. We got some cheese and some butter and I think some sour cream. I don't care. I've demoted him to just like keeping all his things in the hidden drawer. We got our handy dandy almond milk right here. Staple, of course. Got some hummus. Got some little bell peppers. Blueberries, some rainbow chard, and some spinach. So 90% of the vegetables, or I guess produce in general that you guys will see, is all from Imperfect Produce. And as you guys can see, none of that looks imperfect at all. 90% of the stuff I get, I feel like, is just surplus, honestly. So I'm just saving some money while getting my groceries delivered to me. Can't be mad at that. Down here, I have my little herb situation. We got some fresh thyme. We got some fresh rosemary. I got some mint back there that's kind of old. Exposing myself. Because I said I love pastas and like noodles, this is one of my favorite noodle alternatives. It's tofu shirataki noodles, and they are literally made from yam flour and tofu, soybeans, I guess I should say. And they just taste like regular noodles. You just gotta drain them, and they're like 10 calories a serving. Get that. Like I said, this isn't a nutrition video, but I do try to make some healthy alternatives where I can, and that is definitely one of them right here. I love these, especially if people are trying to go gluten-free or have like celiac or any kind of like wheat intolerance of the sort, or just are trying to cut down on their carbs. This stuff is vegan, gluten-free, no cholesterol. Like I said, 10 calories a serving, and I think a bag has 2 servings. And here, of course, we just got some extra firm tofu. That's my favorite kind of tofu. We like to keep it firm. Over here, we dive into my kombucha obsession. I buy them in like chunks every few days. So as you guys can see, I'm running low on my supply. Gonna need to up that. I mean, coconut water. I love coconut water. It's like my fave. And the little section of my Taco Bell packets in the back. Only hot sauce, since I took away Verde. If anybody's really upset that they took away Verde, leave a comment down below, because I was drunk when I found out in the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I literally started crying and screaming at the guy. It was like intense, and it was emotional, and it was dramatic on my part for sure. But let me know if anybody else is still deeply affected by the fact that they took away Verde from Taco Bell. Anyways, we'll go down into my produce drawer, and once again, all of this is also from Imperfect Produce. I've never cooked with Brussels sprouts before, so also if you guys have any good Brussels sprout recipes, leave them a comment down below, because I'm really excited to try my hand at this. I feel like everybody hates Brussels sprouts, and like I feel like I don't even really like them, but I'm gonna try to cook with them and just see if I can make myself like them. We got some zucchinis here. As you guys can see, they're in great condition. They were from Imperfect Produce, and like, I really don't see anything imperfect about that except a couple little nicks here and there, which is like, fine. I'm not mad at that. Here we have half of a giant beet. I like to put a little sliver of that in my smoothie as well. It's nice and earthy, you know? Get your day started the right way. And an onion. You know, that's a necessity. That's a staple for anybody, though. And in this drawer, I just have some parsnips and some carrots. That's literally all that's in here. I'm gonna make a vegan parsnip and carrot clam chowder without the clams. So I guess chowder, just a chowder. I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna make that tonight because I haven't done any meal prepping for my week. So that is what is gonna happen there. Very excited. I may post about that as well, probably on my Instagram. I'm literally sitting on my floor with a ring light right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far because I'm actually having a lot of fun just sitting here talking about food. I love food. So now I'm taking you guys into my cabinets. First, we have my protein powder. This is a vegan probiotic protein powder. I love this stuff. If you're vegan and you're not using a protein powder, like, what are you doing? Come on. This stuff's really good. It's got a little bit of a mild taste. It's one of the best ones I've been able to find with the most nutritional value that doesn't taste like complete garbage. I get this at New Seasons, which is Oregon's version of like Whole Foods, like the local version of Whole Foods. Does that make sense? That's where I get a lot of my pantry staples and everything. Here, these have also changed my life. So pasta made from chickpeas. It's also really low carb, really low calorie, really high in protein, which I absolutely appreciate so much because I do love pasta and like I would eat pasta every single day if I could, honestly. I used to do that and I gained 1,000 pounds. So I eat this instead. And I have, a little comparison back here, just like regular pasta and the Banza pasta. So as you guys can see, a lot more fiber, a lot more protein, a lot less carbs. Can't be mad at that at all. So that is a staple in my home for sure. I got some Annie's vegan mac. This stuff's pretty good. It's not the worst. I always doctor it up a lot with a lot of nutritional yeast, and I'll melt whatever vegan cheese I have with me as well and throw some veggies in there to make it a little fancy. I've been saving this box of Thin Mints because I have weird commitment issues and I hate when things are limited edition and then I'll never be able to get them again, so I hold on to them for as long as I possibly can and eventually they will be consumed, but now is not the time. I'm saving them forever. And of course, just some good old-fashioned vegetable broth, fat-free. I try to go like fat-free and sodium-free where I can as well, just to preserve my bod. Is basically just like a whole bunch of baking stuff. I love to bake. Tapioca flour, this is actually an amazing key ingredient if you want to make some bomb vegan queso. I've only used tapioca flour once and I've made vegan queso maybe like 10 to 20 times, and by far this was the best way to get that like nice consistency. Let's see, I guess I can pull it out for you. It's Bob's Red Mill, as well as like my flour back there is also Bob's Red Mill. I use a whole wheat. I just have like regular cane sugar, some flax meal, which I use to make vegan eggs for baking. It's a great substitute. You can also use applesauce. Here I just have a little jar of some chia seed. And yeah, that is my like initial pantry. So the second part of my pantry is a little bit non-conventional because I live in just a tiny little apartment by myself. I had to figure out a way to make the most space, and I have so many coffee cups, they literally take up like a full cabinet. So I was given the wonderful idea by my best friend, I think. Sorry if it wasn't you, Amanda, I love you, regardless. To put a shoe rack in my little laundry room pantry area. It's really a good idea, let me show you. I got this little pantry area right here. And I have like my washer and dryer right there. But I hung this up. So I got little pockets to store like some more of my dry stuff here. Seaweed, that's like a necessity for me, for sure. I love my seaweed. What's in here? We got nothing in there. This is the gross vegan egg. It smells bad, it's hard to work with, don't even bother. I hated this stuff. I've never made it for myself. I've only made boyfriends make it for me because I don't want to deal with the stress. We got my little protein bars. I like Lar bars. They're like dessert protein bars though. They're like my easy little go-to. I always have one in my purse. Here we have some white rice and then some more white rice. I know brown rice is healthier for you, but I don't like the consistency of it. I don't like the texture, so I eat white rice. Come for me. Here I got just a bunch of little lentils, and in here we got a bunch of cashews for, once again, when I make my vegan cheese. Here we have some popcorn kernels. I try to make my own popcorn just because there's less salt, and then I can add a vegan butter to it, and then it's nice and tasty. I like the tricolor because it just looks fancy. And yeah, that is literally all I have in my pantry with this giant shoe rack. These are all empty. Another disclaimer, because I just remembered, I also eat honey as a vegan. A lot of people don't agree with that, but I truly don't care. It helps with my throat issues. It keeps me from getting really, really bad allergies here in Oregon, and I feel like it is more of a healing product rather than something that's harmful. And I only buy local honey, and bees need to have their honey collected or else they just abandon their hive. So really, I don't see an issue morally. If you want to come for me, that's fine. We can argue about it. I don't mind. Right here, there is my local honey. Like I said, come for me. And I got this cute little cow from my best friend. It's a coffee mug, but I keep my olive oil in there because, like, it's so cute. It makes me emotional still just looking at it. Here is a very small portion of my tea selection. I drink a lot of Stash. Stash is local here in Portland. They have a Stash factory, actually. It's amazing. I've never been a Stash factory. I just realized I said like a Stash store. I don't really know what to call that. A distribution facility? I don't know. Anyways, I have this like a bunch of different teas just to keep on hand right there. Some Yogi. And then this is where it actually gets kind of absurd. That is my real extent of my tea collection. I drink a lot of loose leaf. I'll make my own tea blends. This is everything from like mugwort, angelica root, burdock, blackberry leaf. I use a lot of them for like my spell work as well. So it's kind of dual faceted. And here is just all the boxes of all the other tea I have. Up here we have some fresh picked lavender. I think this is jasmine and chamomile. Little blend I have right there. But yeah, this is basically just like the tea section and then my spice section as well. I have some more tea hidden back there. Other than that, I just use like normal people spices. You know, I feel like I don't really need to go into that, except if you aren't vegan, you may not really know about nutritional yeast, also known as nooch. And this is the like key ingredient to making a lot of the vegan cheeses or anything taste a little bit more like savory. It's from the same people who make the amino acid soy sauce alternative as well. So both of those are just like nice little staples to have in your pantry as any person, but especially as a vegan. Okay, so now I'm literally holding my ring light so I can get good lighting over here, but it's fine. I'm not going to be picking anything up in this container. So I eat a banana a day. I drink a smoothie a day usually, but when I'm busy or I'm in a rush or something, or I'm just kind of lazy, I'll at least eat a banana every single day. I don't really like apples, so instead of an apple a day, it's a banana a day for me. Right down here we have some potatoes. Everything in here except for the bananas I got from Imperfect Produce as well. I just got some little cuties, some garlic. I have an avocado in there. Right there, some Hershey's Kisses for the boyfriend. Once again, like I said, I have a bunch of non-vegan food kind of scattered around my house just for my boyfriend because I'm a good woman, you know. Alrighty, you guys, so that was my little vegan tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing this, honestly. I know I probably talked really fast, but that's kind of just me anyways as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment down below telling me any of your favorite recipes. Like I said about the Brussels sprout thing, for sure let me know. As I stated before, this isn't really a nutritional video, I guess, just kind of like taking you guys into a little tour in like what probably, I feel like the average vegan that does a lot of cooking by themselves has in their fridge. The veggies will obviously vary. My veggies vary from like week to week as well, depending on what I have in my Imperfect Produce box. So anyways, let me get back. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe down below, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week.